everybody, one of Wiisdom here, 2:48 a.m., December 30th, 2017. What else would I be doing than some late night Skylanders research? Been a while since we last played. In fact, the last thing we did was actually defeat Chaos. I was super busy at work, and then I've kind of been super busy with the holidays. Crazy things going on here and there. I am streaming pretty much nightly with Shotgun Farmers, if not anything else. Current release schedules: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Stardew Valley; Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Shotgun Farmers. If time allows, obviously, Skylanders and Skylanders Research will continue Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday afternoons. If I can get a stream in on Super Mario Odyssey and cut up some episodes, that will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I've also got some things I'm planning for the new year as well. So currently what kind of took the back seat was Skylanders and Super Mario Odyssey, just because these episodes take a crud ton of time. You don't see it all off camera, but obviously I have to go from level 1 to 5, and I literally document every single aspect of it along the way. You see none of it, but I do it, and that's where I sink a lot of time into it. And Super Mario Odyssey, I typically have streamed it 2 to 4 hours every time we go, and I just have not had the time. So possibly tonight, maybe with Shotgun Farmers, the 30th I should say, maybe before or after Shotgun Farmers, I'll try to get in some Super Mario Odyssey. So be on the lookout for that. But you should remember this guy. It's Vlad the Impaler, Count Dracula, whatever you want to call him. And he's undead because Hoodsickle, it's dark, right? So pay no attention to the trident. That's the default weapon. We don't have him tailored exactly as we would, but you'll note since you last saw him, he is level 5 now. At level 5, let me click over to my handy dandy spreadsheet here. His health is going to be 448 box stock. He was 320. They are gaining for a Sentinel. We're picking up plus 32 per level, which is a pretty good chunk of change. His current statistics: attack 18, armor 16, speed 11, and luck 12. To put that in perspective for you, box stock level 1, we were 10 for our attack, so we've plus 8 between level 1 and 5. Armor was 14, we have mustered our way up to 16. Speed was 8, we're now sitting at 11 for plus 3. Luck, we began with 6, we have now doubled that as we sit at 12. So let's come in here, and we're going to be taking a look. I think I'm just going to take you through the whole freaking thing, honestly, because we sort of had some issues recently with characters carrying over oddly and things. He matched up exactly as he was when I created him. He's not resetting. Like if I were to select Acrobat right now and go into the Arena Challenge, he would be on Acrobat. Whatever series of positional upgrades I've selected would be maintained. We've had issues where they just default, and I don't know why still. But we're going to get started with Buster. Press X to swipe enemies around you with your staff. So let's back out of here. This will give you a good look at it. We are sitting, as this stands, sort of a 1-2 attack. You've got swipe one way, swipe back the other way. 53 to 80 on the first hit, 71 to 107 on the second hit. So there you see. And obviously, if you couldn't tell, he's got good reach. Why are we not hitting that other dummy on the second one? I guess just because he's swinging differently. If we were to stand in the middle, you get the idea. It is kind of a slow and cumbersome attack, but it is fairly, I'd have to say, decent. So again, 53 and 71 respectively. Let's go ahead just one by one on this, I guess. Let's master that bad boy and see what we can do. So press X for fast, powerful swipes that accelerate and do more damage as you... Oh, Lord. That sounds awesome, but it sounds like a pain to document. So let's do this. That's... Oh, yeah. You can see the color change there. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. So our singular hit now is going to be 64. A critical on that would be 96. Let's go ahead and log that. And then our backhand or backstroke or whatever you want to call it, 85. All right, so 85. Half of that would be 42.5. We'll call that 43. That's going to be 128 on our crits. And now the catch is, let's see if anything changes. Do we just do 64 and 85 all the time? Yes. The way they worded that, it made me think as we racked up hits, this was going to become 64 to 70 to 76 to 82. Your backhand was going to jump 85, 91, 97, 103, so on and so forth. It does not, but the good news is that's easier to document and it fits into the spreadsheet a little bit better. So you can jump and swing. He sort of adds a downward stroke. So like oh, well actually he gets it from there. So if you did need to cover ground, you're about to die, you've got an enemy that you just dodged a missile from or something, you can conceivably jump and execute the attack. Whereas if you just dodge it to the side and then swing, well, he's got pretty good range on it, let's just say that. But again, you can see the differential. The jump does in fact come in handy. So plus 11 on the forehand and plus 14 on the backhand, I guess is the best way to describe that. So up next is Acrobat. Some people will prefer this. I think it will come down to the character you have created. If you've got like a ground-pounding, slow, methodical Sentinel, not so much if you sort of got like a fairy-like, light-footed, agile vibe going, maybe you take Acrobat. So press X to focus your attack on enemies in front of you, which is pretty much one of the most useless descriptions I've ever heard. But you basically spin around like this, and then there is a slam at the end. So, we're sitting at 9 to 14. 5 times is the way I count it. At some point in time, I stopped and tried to count it, and that's what I got, so I'm just sticking with it. And I entered that in the wrong column. I don't need to enter that. The slam is 53 to 80, right? So, that's what we're going to call that one as. So, let's come in and master it. 700 is the price. Press X for swift spinning strikes that do more damage and knock enemies down. Okay. Do more damage as you score hits. Maybe that applies if you're hitting a real enemy, but clearly here at the training grounds it doesn't mean jack. So this one should knock enemies down, which again we can't really showcase here, but you saw what it looked like. Let's see what it looks like now. That's the wrong button. That's contagion. So here we go. Oh, finally. Just for the record, you start at level 1 doing 9 to 14 and 50 to 75. So this thing has literally just crawled up the ladder. Are we doing 5 kills? I'm counting 5 when I hear it. So 13 to 20, 5 times. That's what we're going to call this. That's not a big increase. 13 to 20, 5x, and then when we slam down, 65. So half of 65 is going to be 32, 5, 33. That'll be 98. So 9 to 14 becomes 13 to 20, which you do have to realize. 5x 13, 65, 20x 5, 100. So 65 to 100 if you were to mathematically bring it out. And then the 65 to 98 is up from 53. So we'll go lowest numbers here. We would be hitting 65 and 65 here. 5x 13 for 65, and then the impact 65, that's 130. And then our previous buster that we just showcased, 64 and 85, that would actually outweigh that significantly. So 60 and 80, 140, 149. I mean, it's not huge, but you know, like roughly plus 20 is the differential, buster being superior. Granted, you do have to swing twice, whereas this one you swing once. If you jump and execute it, he sort of has a slight forward momentum thing going for him.
And back to the old
So again, plus 20-ish, you know, for pressing the button twice. Kind of comes down to the style of Imaginator you have created. Alright, let's do this. We're going to start with Clothesline, which I absolutely love. This thing is really cool. Press Y to clothesline your enemy. Simple enough, right? This isn't quite what I thought it would look like. It's basically a dash attack. You basically, if you've ever held a barbell or a bow or a broomstick or a mop under your chin, or tried to balance buckets. I don't think anyone does that anymore. It was a thing when I was a kid, like in PE and stuff. But just picture holding your staff and then just running forward. If I get over here, we can... Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. We're currently doing 11. Let me get down here to my spreadsheet area. 11 to 17, 5 times, right? So we will master this now and see what we get into. This is a secret technique, so when we upgrade it, it is 2,000, significantly more than our weapon powers. Press Y to clothesline your enemies. Your sheer power will push them away at the end of the attack. Now that's also kind of a dumb description because it didn't say anything about clotheslining it earlier. But when I was in the arenas and I was just dashing around killing everything, it basically was pushing enemies out of the arena, which made him really good. Did not take long to level up. Spell punks show up on the edge, knock them out. Rats spawn in the middle, dash twice and they're gone. Pretty good stuff, like I said. So let's back out and see what we've got. Whoa. What? I'm trying to see if there's still 5 hits prior to the 35. I don't think there is. What is he doing? I think there are. I'm going to go ahead and say there's still 5. So nothing changed on that front. 11 to 17, 5x. But then at the end, whoops, that's the wrong button. Then at the end, we get that 35 going, and of course the crit on that would be 53 if we ever did see one, which doesn't seem likely. So it's still pretty good. The question is, what does it look like now? Oh yeah. Cool. So it does add a little bit more force to it, it looks like, and I'm fine with that. I'm sure you are too. That said, let's come in now, and we want to take a look at top spin. Now, this one I don't really know about because I assume it will do something with a real enemy, but I never tested it in the arena. I was thinking we could go upstairs and do it. Press Y to create a suction field by spinning your staff. Let me showcase this to you. If you press Y, you do that. Okay, I'm assuming it would pull enemies in, whether there's any adverse effect to them, I don't know just yet. If you're thinking, dude, hold it down, can't. If you're thinking, dude, spam it, you can. So, if it turns out to be really good, that would be beneficial. The catch is, you're probably thinking, man, that's a sweet attack. Check this out, I'm going to tap Y. 9 to 14 2 times. Now, granted, it could pull enemies in, it could send them flying, it could stun them, it could do other things, but right now, I have to look at that as doing basically 18 to 28 from one press of the button. So, let's master this thing and see what we've got. Press Y to suck enemies to you. So apparently it was not doing that, or it was, and they're just, redundant here. Enemies you've pulled in, okay, so are knocked up in the air. Could that have been a thing prior to this? Yes, but I'm not going to go upstairs and come back down here just to find out. So let's see what we look like now.
Spin.
Okay. Sort of just like a special hero finish type of a thing. Trying to figure out why is that one showing up. It's still 9 to 14 twice. Like, if you get the right position, which we just did, it's 9 to 14 2 times, and 1 to 2 2 times. So I'm assuming this will be much more impressive with real enemies, but you never know. Right now, that is not my favorite, but again, I do think it's definitely going to be way better with something actually to pull in and shoot into the air. So, but down here, in terms of impressiveness, no, it sucks. So, Grand Slam is up next. Press Y to create a powerful shockwave that travels forward. So we're going to come over here, we're going to press Y. This has such a slow beginning. It's almost like he flips. At first I thought he was pole vaulting, which honestly would have been a little cooler in my opinion. But it's basically like the slowest flip you'll ever see. And then it slams down with the staff, and it's shooting a shockwave out, doing 26 to 39. There is a catch, though. I did not catch this at level 1, but I noticed it on level 2. If you're close enough, you will do damage when the staff hits the ground, and it's actually about double what the shockwave does. So currently the staff, when it impacts the ground, is doing 53 to 80, and then the shockwave is doing 26 to 39. Now the way they've been doing this, we won't see one of these. We'll see only one of the two increase. Hopefully that is incorrect, but that's what they seem to do. Press Y to create a powerful shockwave that travels across a wide area in front of you. So you saw the spread of the previous one. Now let's shoot this way and see. Oh, that's way better. That is way better. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to not hit the buzzard, basically. That gives you... that would hit the buzzard. That gives you a pretty good idea right there. Oh, and the staff damage went up. We're doing 77 with that bad boy? Okay. I'll take it. So 77. Our halfway on that would be 36.5, right? No. 38.5. That would be our 77's halfway point. So that would be 39 for our critical additional. That would be 116, right? I believe so. So 77 to 116 from the staff. And then was it 41, right? Yeah. 41, I love it when he says get some. 41, half of that would be 20.5. We'll call that 21. 41 to 62. Shockwave. Great spread. We're going to put that on there. Sounds like a mayonnaise or butter advertisement, but hey, what can you do, right? There's an annoying pop-up. I don't need your support, HP assistant. I still do all this from the old computer, by the way, if you did not know the console stuff anyway. So, let's come over here and select Hypnotize. Now, this is interesting. When I messed with this, I didn't realize it for a while. Like, when I first, introduced this guy, I didn't realize it. I figured it out when I was documenting level 1. Wait, yeah, we mastered that. I've lost track of stuff. Alright, so press Y to slow down your enemies by entrancing them with your staff. Check this out. So you press Y, and you do that, right? Simple enough. We're currently doing 13 to 20 5 times, and then there's a 10-second effect where the enemy is going to be slowed down. Now, here's the thing. You press Y, you do that. You can move around a little bit. Not much. You sort of like get maybe 75% of a circle before it's timed out. Check this out, though. Yep. I haven't held it for an eternity, but I've held it for a very long time. It's never timed out. So when you're holding it down, you could conceivably be that guy or that girl and just wreak havoc on things. So it's pretty cool. And then again, you get in here, and you're doing 13 and 25 times. Since I've got two dummies equally spread apart from me, you can X2 that. You get the idea, right? So it's a pretty cool one. And you can sort of appreciate it more than the top spin one down here. We'll see what top spin does with actual enemies. But let's upgrade it. It is Mastered Hypnotize. Press Y to entrance enemies. Slowed enemy. Oh, now take DOT damage over time. I'll take it. So, let's see what we get here. And we'll begin with our... Oh. If they really take 13 to 20... Ooh, okay. I'm going to try to just hit this guy. And I'm just going to tap Y. Okay, that's fantastic. So we still will have our 5. I'm going to try to count the after effect.
Hypnotize!
Let me try to count all of them. Was that 17?
Take that!
13? We'll go with 13. He's undead after all. Could be wrong there. It's roughly correct. So, 13 to 20. 5x, 10-second effect with 13 to 20 damage over time. It's roughly 10 seconds damage over time. 13-ish hits. We'll put that in parentheses. How about that? 13-ish hits. And can hold indefinitely. So, case in point, if you come over here and you start doing this crud, like, say that we get out of range of that guy, he's going to sit there and take a crud ton of damage. This is awesome. Okay, so what we want to do now, we've actually showcased pretty much everything we need to minus the soul gem, which is one of the reasons I had to wait on this video. Because we didn't have it, it was in the lair of chaos.
And back to the old drawing board we go.
I'm trying to... it's not supposed to be windy, and it sounded windy. IRL, that is. So, where did that come from? This is actually a pretty cool soul gem, in my opinion. And press right trigger to create an expanding shockwave. Once again, as you might expect, when the staff impacts the ground, we get a damage quotient, and then we get the shockwave damage. So, when the staff hits, it's 29 to 44. The shockwave will be 118 to 177. It's not necessarily the staff hitting, I guess, anymore. It's actually like a sorcerer type of a thing. So, and it looks awesome. So there's your 29 on impact. There's your 118 from the said soul gem. So there's that. I'm half tempted to just breeze through our elemental powers, and I think we will. We're making a really good time here. So contagion, we'll just do it in reverse order. Press B to release a contagion that spreads to enemies around you. Okay, this is going to do 6 to 9 on impact, and then it's basically going to have 19 to 29, like an additional 7 times. So there's our impact. When I count this one right here, I get the 7 hits. That's what I'm running with there. So let's go ahead and upgrade it. Mastered Contagion. Press B to release a contagion that spreads around your enemies and summons a swarm of bug allies. Alright, here we go. Okay, we're into that mode now. Every time we exit out, we're going to have that. So the bugs are on us, right?
Undead!
Let's see. I'm going to say 10 hits. I think you could probably get 11 if you're point blank range. So let me just do that. 69 impact, 19 to 29, 7x. Bugs, 6 to 9, 10x. We're going to roll with that. We'll compare it to what we had previously. So, all we have now is Soul Stealer, one of my favorites. It kind of seems like it should be dark. But it works for Undead too. Press B to turn the souls of your enemies into health orbs. Perhaps the coolest thing with this is you don't have to kill anyone. So, we'll let them do their thing there. Damage over time. Dadgum, I hit the wrong button. Okay. Get out of here. There we go. You do that, you're doing 71 to 107 on impact. Just from like stomping your foot, and then the soul is plus 10 health. You're not losing any health. You're doing a crud ton of damage. You would think with something that gives you 10 HP, you would do like 5 to 8 or maybe like 10 to 20. We're doing 71 to 107. This thing is awesome. So, let's come in and upgrade it. Mastered Soul Stealer. Press B to turn the souls of your enemies into health orbs. Collected orbs damage nearby enemies, as if it needed to be any better. By the way, Elemental Power Mastery, I'm going to run you 1,500 a piece, 6,000 for the set. We'll let that time out because it's so annoying. What's that damage number? Is it 21?
Kind of scary, no?
Yeah, 21. Awesome. Alright, so nothing changed there except for, let me semicolon. Orbs do 21 to 32, right? That's our number, isn't it? Yeah, 21 to 32 damage. Fantastic. No selfie, although that's hilarious. Alright, so let's grab Last Laugh, which is awesome. Press B to throw laughing skulls at your enemies. It's as cool as it sounds. Oh, man. So I don't know if you can tell. We'll wait for that to time out. But the skull itself is going to do 18 to 27 on impact. On the explosion, 47 to 71. So let's come in and master that bad boy. Mastered Last Laugh, press B to throw laughing skulls that also increase your critical hit chance and damage output. So, here we go. We'll let damage over time happen. And here we go. 18, whoa. So 18 to 27 on impact. And then, I'm trying to figure out... Let me try to get it on this one. 40, wow. Okay, so 18 to 27 impact. 47 to 71 explosion. Critical hit increase, and so does damage. So yeah, we're doing, yeah, I've got the worst thing selected here. Just pay attention. I'm gonna throw that, and then I'm going to use the primary, and you can sort of see there essentially what that's doing. If you can't recall, this would be 13 to 20. Now watch again. Do you see all these 26s? You're like, where is that coming from? That is doubling our standard damage, which I think we've documented all this in the Undead Elemental Powers if you want to check that out in full detail. I just wanted to quickly go back through it. Tombstone Timber, I've used this exclusively pretty much with Sir Skellington, our first ever Imaginator. It's awesome. Press B to hit your enemies with a tombstone attack. It's also got pretty good range. So I can stand over here, hit the tombstone button, boom.
In your face!
41 to 62. That's what we're doing right now. Let's master it. Mastered Tombstone Timber. Press B to hit your enemies with a tombstone attack that unleashes Ancient Avenging Ghosts. Alright, here we go. You ready for this? I hope so. That damage over time thing.
Surprise attack.
What?
Bring it on, you nitwits!
Yeah, bring it on. I'm in the middle of something. This is what happens when you've defeated Chaos. This guy comes down here. I didn't really think we'd hit him. But what do I know? Oh yeah, let me showcase the swords in here. You know what? 1 second. Let me, let's see what Topspin does down here. We'll save ourselves some serious time, huh? Alright, let's see what it's gonna do. And you know what? I want to switch there too. It does a little bit. Nothing too crazy. And that skews everything. So, this is what I feared. Let me show you my favorite though. Which, bear in mind, we're now going to be doing level 6 attack damage. I want to grab my Mastered Clothesline. This is going to be really cool. You know how tough these guys are, right? I'm just going to run through them a few times. And again, since it's a dash attack, they might be too heavy to knock down, actually. But with, like, weaker enemies, this is amazing. Get out of here, you stupid surprise attack. I've got stuff to do.
In your face!
We done?
Huzzah for the
You dang right.
Skylander.
I was making
And,
great
ooh,
time here,
those
bloggers.
baddies had a chest full of gear you might be interested
Well, I hope
in.
so. Watch it be duplicate stuff I don't like. What is it?
New head.
Oh, hey. A reptilian. Wonderful. Okay. That's an awkward. So, what was I doing? Something important. Oh, yeah. We were trying to count the number of ghosts from ancient tombstone timber thing. So, let's do it again once that expires. Again, the range on this tombstone is what really impresses me. Yep, I don't really feel like counting that. But it was 8 to 12 prior. So now it's doing 42, but that's a level 6 thing. So 41 to 62 ghosts. And I think the ghosts are going to be random anyway. It's not like they're always going to hit the same enemies in the same number of times. And if they do, it's not like you're going to be counting them while you play through the game. That said, what are we doing time-wise? Amazing. We did everything for an Undead Sentinel in 31 minutes. And I haven't played Skylanders in like a couple of weeks, man. We're killing it. If it wasn't so late, I'd just come in and do the Chaos upgrades, which, yes, that is what I plan to showcase next. In the meantime, if I get a chance, maybe we'll stream Cursed Tiki Temple, which that's the one level we lack. Might create some more Imaginators. I don't know exactly what we'll do. Kind of depends on time. But twitch.tv/oneofwiisdom. You can go to the video description box. Yes, those still exist. And you'll probably have to click show more because YouTube apparently doesn't think people are capable of reading more than 2 lines below a video. And you click show more, and down there I've got the link for you. And you can click it, and it will take you to my Twitch channel. If you follow me on Twitter, I always tweet before I go live. If you're following on Twitch, you should get notified. I know you're on YouTube here watching this video, and if you're like, dude, why don't you stream on YouTube? The answer is I do, and I did, and I might again, but currently YouTube has an issue where I stream, and something that I stream should be at the top of the video manager, and it doesn't be there. It's not at the top of the video manager is the newest thing I've done. It goes to like page 3 or page 17 in some cases. It just does whatever it wants to. And I assume this was a simple coding type of a bug that they could easily fix. And instead, I just wasted a lot of my time emailing people. And they pretended like it wasn't a real issue. And yeah, so I went to Twitch. And that's which I'd been on Twitch, and they ticked me off. And that's why I started streaming on YouTube again. So I'm just going to hop back around again. If Mixer had a direct export to YouTube, I wouldn't mess with either of them. So, and I know a lot of you are like, oh, don't fight the hand that feeds. Let me tell you something right now. YouTube doesn't feed me anything, okay? Once upon a time, like a year after I started, I was doing pretty good here. Now I can put in as much time and effort as I want to. You don't gain views, you don't gain subscribers, no one can find your channel. They can search for Skylanders, and all that comes up is a bunch of over-edited junk that's completely juxtaposed to everything I do here and what I stand for. And then, when you do have videos that do good, YouTube demonetizes them for no reason, even though you have a track record of 6+ years of not having any instances where you've done anything bad. You don't use clickbait, you don't use misleading thumbnails or titles, you follow the terms of service to a T, and you just get slapped around while big channels violate all those things and get rewarded for it. So, YouTube is a hot mess, and like I said, they could just do away with me, and I guess you would be the ones that would miss out, because I'd still be playing the games. So, but yeah, in terms of them screwing me because of things I say, they've been screwing me for about 4 years. So, if they wanna take $10 away from me every month for an insubordinate differential between time invested and things earned, go right ahead. It's comical, the differential between things. Twitch, I am an affiliate there. We somehow hit that status, which is pretty amazing considering when I stream. And I don't believe I have ever streamed a Twitch sponsored game, which is like they have that little promoted section, which is basically all you see. Unless you use the search function. Skylanders games still don't have thumbnail or artwork last time I checked, which tells you what they think of them. And keep in mind, Skylanders is a AAA title from Activision. Okay, it's not like it's some indie or third-party a-go-go type of a thing. It was a major title, and there's still not artwork for it, which, hey, what can you do, right? But I'm an affiliate there. I have one subscriber that I didn't know about until a couple weeks ago because they didn't bother to notify me of that. But if you have Twitch Prime, you can subscribe. I don't know that they'll give me anything because they haven't registered anything there, but you won't have to sit through ads, and the ads on Twitch are not skippable. So if you didn't know, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch Prime subscription. It gets really confusing. But, all I can tell you is if you use it on me, you don't have to watch ads, and I am streaming nightly. So whether that materializes to anything that they would actually send my direction is doubtful, I'm thinking, at this point in time, since they don't even notify you when people do subscribe to you, which you think would be like a monumental milestone type of thing, but whatever. And then Mixer, again, I would love to stream there, but my internet, which it should never have a bandwidth, but it does, and if I was to stream on Mixer, we would use bandwidth to stream, and then I'd have to use bandwidth to download my stream, and I'd have to edit it and render it, and then I would have to upload it to YouTube, and I would basically be using triple the bandwidth than would be required with a traditional upload or a stream export from Twitch. So, yeah. I'm not thrilled with any of the platforms, but hey. The main thing is, and the reason that I didn't go away 4 years ago when YouTube started to go, the big channels have started complaining about it, the last year or so. That's been an issue for people in my position for about 4 years. So it's just no one really cares about us. So we're the people that put out way more content, way more videos, and hey, that person that throws out that video every Wednesday, though, when they start raising a ruckus, boy, people listen to that, huh? And then, despite living in their $1 million mansions, you got to support them on Patreon. All right. I don't know if that's how that's pronounced. It might be Patreon. I just always consider it Patreon. So, yeah. If you didn't know, I am not in this for the money. I'm here because I still try to enjoy this. I enjoy playing the games, but uploading them and dealing with all the mediums that you have to go through and all the hoops of fire that you have to jump through while the ground is being pulled out from underneath you. That chroma gun game we played through? It's kind of like the final stage there. That's what it feels like to be someone that's just trying to play video games and upload them in hopes that other people find them and enjoy them and subscribe. And yeah, it's been a can't say fun, strange ride. Currently, if anyone's curious, I've got a crud ton. I've caught back up on Stardew Valley a couple nights ago. I missed 1 day of uploading. That's when I released the huge Wiisdom Plays Minecraft stream. It's like 2 hours long, by the way, if you're bored this holiday season. But I got like 10 or 12 episodes I recorded. I've got them all edited, all uploaded. I've got Shotgun Farmers episodes. I'm streaming it daily. I'm only releasing 3 a week, so you do the math on that. But the sad state of YouTube is I have to do that, because if I don't, videos will be greenlit that I can release them, and then I'll release them, and then they demonetize them. And when they do that, it's not just that I lose the ad revenue potential of the video. Most people watch your videos within the first couple of days, and by the time YouTube resolves anything, you've missed all of your earning potential. The bigger thing for me is any video that's in flux like that doesn't get any promotion. It's just like buried as if it didn't exist. And then people are like, why don't you upload? There's been people here recently, and they're like, man, why did you quit uploading? And it's like, I'm releasing videos every day. They're like, really? And it's like, yeah. So if you're ever in doubt, go to my channel and you can click the videos or the uploads tab. And the way YouTube does this, which is another problem, I could upload something. Say I played through an entire game last month and uploaded it all by December 1st. If I were to release an episode right now, you might see it, but then when you go back to my channel, it's going to be buried. And that's currently the issue I'm fighting, because I'm put in that position forcibly by the stupidity of YouTube's algorithm, which their engineers have yet to figure out. They always spit this out. When a big channel complains, it's like, well, it's learning, it's getting better. No. No. If it was learning, it would have learned already. Okay, it's a failure. You failed as an engineer. You failed creating an algorithm. Unless your agenda was to completely screw everyone that's in my position, or people that play games, which I'm kind of thinking that's what they were going for. They want everyone to be a little vlogger that violates the terms of service and sells merchandise. And they can kiss it, man. I do me, and I'll continue to do that. So, on that note, we made a really good time here, so I got to ramble a little bit. I didn't get time to do a channel update, so there you go. Kind of covered the upload schedule at the beginning of the video, which is important that most people care about. And for the diehards, you got a beloved rant about this wonderful platform that YouTube once was. So, that said, man, I'm thinking these Sentinels have some serious potential here. I still have a few creation crystals left. I don't know for the life of me why these things aren't $5 or less everywhere right now. $7.50 is too expensive. I also pushed for a Chill Bill and Broccoli Guy release. That didn't happen. But hey, I tried. That's more than you can say for most people. And I'll probably continue to do that. Or at least, how about Chompy Mage? It would be kind of nice to have his standard form, right? That's, yeah, I don't know. I'm not getting on Patreon. I don't care to solicit your money. I would be fine with ad revenue, but it doesn't come in anymore, even though I do everything to the T. There's no questionable content. I get treated like trash. I get treated the way they should treat Jake Paul and all the drama channels that people seem to watch on this about fake celebrities. I don't know, man. I just want to play games, have fun, and then really the bigger reward for me comes in seeing people watching the videos and subscribing because they found the videos and enjoy them, and then commenting on the videos, whether it be, man, you're the greatest Shotgun Farmers player ever, LOL, this was hilarious. Or even an occasional, hey, you suck, sprinkled in there to keep things in equilibrium. But again, people can't find your videos, therefore they can't view them. Then they can't watch more of your content and decide to subscribe, and your channel is just perpetually stuck in a state of flux. While idiots that are breaking the law and going against the terms of service make millions of dollars. So yeah, that's 2017 in a nutshell. Screw you, YouTube algorithm, and those are my thoughts. So, and the funny thing is, like I said, people have just now started complaining about that this past year. It's been like that for a very long time. They just have so much money they didn't realize it. So, me, I'm lucky to make enough money to buy myself and one of you lucky viewers dinner at Taco Bell, and we would have to eat light. So, that's it. Hey, I'm planning on Shotgun Farmers is pretty much daily. I've got a lot of stuff I want to play, and the problem right now is my Xbox is like, it's not maxed out. It has 10 gigabytes left, and that's not really enough space to put on some new games I got. So I kind of need to get an external hard drive for that, so I can, because here's my deal. I don't want to delete the games I've already downloaded because my internet sucks and that stuff takes an eternity. But like I said, we got some PC stuff coming, and I do stream pretty much daily on Twitch, even though it's really late at night. So maybe this holiday, before I have to go back to work, I can get like a few daytime streams in or something. But hey, like I said, short and sweet. We made it fantastic time on the actual substance of this video. We got an update schedule sort of fit in like the first minute and a half, which was pretty swanky. And then for, like I said, the diehards, the purists, I know what you like, and you like to hear me conceive. I'm going to get this thing editing and rendering so I can have it crawl on my anemic internet to the web machine so you can watch it later this afternoon. But 3:33 a.m., I will catch you guys back here for the next installment of Skylanders Research. Adios.